I'd like to show you a gCADPlus drawing where layout space has been used in a most unusual way. Let me just zoom extents, and we're looking at a subdivision, and some symbols have been placed throughout the subdivision by the landscape designer. If we move to layout space, the first thing I did was look for the floating viewport. We would normally encompass or put a floating viewport on a sheet, which happens automatically when you create a layout space, and then double click in there to position what you see. There is no floating viewport here. What's been done is the whole information from model space has been pasted into layout space. That's in fact going to create quite a few problems when you go and plot from here. Let me just demonstrate by setting up a brand new sheet. So format, layouts, we'll pick another A2 sheet in portrait view, and we'll leave it called termed layout. So when we go to layout, this is the conventional way you would work with gCADPlus. This is a floating viewport, and if I double click in a floating viewport, I'll get an opportunity to position my view and then display it on the layout again. If I pick that, I've got a scale factor here, view scale of 118. So if in fact if I made my floating viewport taller, like so, and set a scale of 1000, so we pop this at 1 to 1000, I'll hit enter. There's a 1 to 1000 view of the floating viewport. We'd normally of course set the colour of the floating viewport to colour 255, so white on a white background won't in fact plot. So that's the conventional way we work. The advantage of this system of course is if you go back into the model, and we'll pick up one of these three symbols here and we'll copy them over this area here, we can go into our layout space and they appear automatically. However, in the layout space where the whole information's been copied, can you see that information doesn't exist? So while it sort of works to copy and paste into a layout space, you're doubling the file size of your drawing, but you are unable to utilize one of the main advantages of gCADPlus, which is that as you change your drawing, it automatically changes in layout space. So it's not a technique that we recommend.